Esther Chapter 7, Esther's plea. So the king and Haman came to drink wine with Esther, the queen, and the king said to Esther on their second day, "What is your petition, Queen Esther? It shall be granted to you. And what is your request? Even to half of the kingdom." Then Queen Esther replied, "If I have found favor in your sight, and if it pleases the king, let my life be spared as my petition, and my people be spared as my request. For we have been sold, I and my people, to be destroyed, killed, and wiped out of existence. Now, if we only had been sold as slaves, men and women, I would have remained silent, for our hardships would not be sufficient to burden the king by even mentioning it." Then King Xerxes asked Queen Esther, "Who is he, and where is he who dares to do such a thing?" Esther said, "An adversary, an enemy is Haman, this evil man." Then Haman became terrified before the king and the queen. Haman is hanged. Then in his fury, the king stood up from drinking wine and went into the palace garden to decide what he should do. But Haman stayed to plead for his life from Queen Esther, for he saw that harm had been determined against him by the king. When the king returned from the palace garden to the place where they were drinking wine, Haman was fallen on the couch where Esther was, and the king said, "Will he ever even attempt to assault the queen with me in this palace?" As the king spoke these words, the servants covered Haman's face in preparation for execution. He's like, as he's falling on the couch where he's at, he's like, what is he going to do? Is he going to attack my wife, the queen? Then Harbonah, one of the eunuchs serving the king, said, "Now look, there are gallows outside, which Haman made for Mordecai." He made them to do something else to Mordecai, and here he is, whose good warning saved the king. This is for, he made for Mordecai, whose good warning saved the king. And the king said, "Hang him on it." So they hanged Haman on the gallows that he had prepared for Mordecai. Then the king's anger subsided. Very interesting on there. So we're seeing, it's like his pride got in his way, and it's like that pride always comes with a fall, right? It says that isn't it in Proverbs? Pride goeth before destruction. A haughty man's going to have a fall here. Okay, come back tomorrow. We'll read another chapter.